Good morning, everyone. I would like to call this meeting to order. I would like to welcome all members, staff, and guests to our meeting of the Select Special Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner Search Committee. My name is Miranda Rosen, the MLA for Banff-Kananaskis, and the chair of this committee. I will ask that members and those joining the committee at the table, as well as online, introduce themselves for the record. So we'll start in the room and then we will move online.
Oh, pardon me. MLA Williams, MLA for Peace River.
Jackie Armstrong Hominick, MLA Fort Saskatchewan, Bakerville.
Good morning, everyone. Peter Singh, MLA Calgary East.
Good morning, Shannon Dean, Clerk of the Legislative Assembly.
Good morning, Rhoda Sorensen, Manager of Communication Services.
Good morning, Lindsay Tischer, Director of Human Resource Services.
Good morning, Jody Rempel, Committee Clerk.
Good morning, Irfan Sabir, MLA Calgary Buller McCall. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yep. Thank you.
MLA Billis.
Good morning, Darren Billis, MLA Edmonton Beverly Clairview.
And Ms. Goring.
Good morning, MLA Nicole Goring, Edmonton Castle Downs.
Okay, before we turn to the business at hand, just a few operational items. Unless we move in camera, these committee proceedings are being live streamed on the internet and broadcast on Alberta Assembly TV. Members participating remotely should ensure they are prepared to speak or vote when called upon, and video conference participants are asked whenever possible to have their cameras on when speaking. Please set your cell phones and other devices to silent for the duration of the meeting. Moving on, would a member move a motion to approve today's meeting agenda as circulated? Okay, moved by MLA Williams that the Select Special Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner Search Committee approve the draft agenda for today's meeting as circulated. All those in favor in the room? Was there a vote there? Did I hear? All opposed in the room? And moving online, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And all opposed? Okay, that motion is carried. Moving on to the approval of our minutes from the previous meeting. Are there any errors or omissions to note in those minutes? And seeing none, would a member then move the approval of the minutes as distributed?
I would like to move.
Okay, it looks moved by Mr. Singh that the minutes of the December 1st, 2022 meeting of the Select Special Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner Search Committee be approved as distributed. All in favor in the room? And all opposed? And moving online, all in favor?
Aye.
And all opposed? That motion is carried. Moving on to deliberations, as we continue with the recruitment process for the positions of Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner, it would be appropriate to continue our discussions in camera in order to maintain the confidentiality of the applicants. So is there a member who would like to make a motion to move in camera? Okay. Moved by MLA Williams that the Select Special Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner Search Committee and all officials from the Legislative Assembly office move in camera. All in favor in the room? And all opposed? And moving online, all in favor?
Aye.
And all opposed? That motion is carried. And we will just now wait for the Hansard staff to exit the room. Okay, it looks as though we are ready to return to the record and we have Hansard here. So having moved back onto the record, I am wondering if there is a member who would, sorry, actually, does anyone have any comments regarding the draft report for the committee? And seeing none, then I will ask for someone to move the motion to adopt the report and make a recommendation to the Assembly. And that motion should now be on the screen for everyone's viewing. That said, with the report now on the screen. Okay, Singh, perfect. Okay, so moved by MLA Singh that the Select Special Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner Search Committee A, approve the draft report dated December 2022. B, recommend to the Legislative Assembly that I, Kevin Brzezinski, be recommended for appointment to the position of Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner for a 5-year term commencing on December 30th, 2022. And I, the Speaker, be authorized to, on its behalf, enter into this remuneration agreement with the appointee as it relates to his appointment. All those in the room in favor of this motion? And all opposed? And moving online.
Aye.
Aye.
And all opposed? That motion is carried. I would now like to call on Ms. Rhonda Sorensen to address the media release and social media postings regarding our recommendation for the next Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner. Ms. Sorensen?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, with the report having been accepted, we're ready to send out a news release announcing Mr. Brzezinski's appointment or the recommendation of this committee to the Assembly that he be appointed.
Wonderful. Are there any questions from committee members for Ms. Sorensen? Okay, seeing not, I will then ask for a motion from a committee member to approve the communications initiatives as discussed. Can we get a mover? Mr. Williams. So moved by MLA Williams that the Select Special Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner Search Committee approve the draft media release and social media postings as distributed. And that motion is now on our screen as well. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, we will call a vote. All those in favor of the motion in the room?
Aye.
And all opposed? And moving online, all in favor?
Aye.
And all opposed? That motion is carried. Moving on to other business, today will be the last meeting for this committee. Once we report to the Assembly this afternoon, we will have completed our mandate. So to ensure that we leave a complete record of our work, the committee could consider authorizing a process specifically for approving the minutes from today. One method that has been used by other committees in the past has been to authorize the chair to approve the final minutes after the draft version has been distributed to other committee members for comment. Does anyone in the committee have any thoughts on this? And seeing none, I will look for someone to move one more motion, which will be on our screen momentarily. There it is. Can we get a mover for this motion? I cannot see the room.
Mr. Williams?
Thank you. Moved by MLA Williams that the Select Special Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner Search Committee authorize the chair to approve the minutes of the December 5th, 2022 meeting after a copy has been distributed to committee members for comment. Is there any discussion on this motion? Seeing none, we will call the vote. All those in favor of the motion in the room?
Aye.
And all opposed? And moving online, all those in favor?
Aye.
And all opposed? Do any committee members have any other items for discussion? Seeing none, as previously noted, this will be the last meeting of this committee. I would like to thank all of the members who have served on this committee for your contributions to the recruitment process over the past several months. I would also like to thank all the candidates who submitted their applications. We've had an impressive group of applicants to consider, and I actually recognize now, before I move to close this meeting, that I did not state whether the last motion was carried or defeated. So just for the record, that motion was unanimously carried. But yes, in conclusion, I just want to thank everyone, both candidates and committee members and staff alike. We could not have gotten here today without all of your help and participation, and especially in particular to those staff who've been supporting us for months. I want to give a special thank you to Trish Mills, Dot Ellerby, Marcial Samara Wong from Executive Search for their time and the professional guidance provided throughout this recruitment process. That is all for our committee. We have officially finished our mandate. So all we need to do is adjourn once and for all. So is there a member who would like to move a motion to adjourn? Mr. Billis. Moved by MLA Billis that the December 5th, 2022 meeting of the Select Special Ombudsman and Public Interest Commissioner Search Committee be adjourned. All in favor in the room? Aye. All opposed? And moving online, all in favor?
Aye.
And all opposed. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.